things are just never going to work out for you. That's what it seems like all the time, right? I mean, you've been in the same position, in the same funk for years now. You have had multiple talking stages that have completely failed. You don't have a relationship. Your friendships are degrading. Everything seems to be going absolutely wrong in your life, and nothing seems to be working out. And that is the reality of it, that nothing is actually going to work out for you either. It feels great to think that, and it feels great for me to say that out loud to you, right? And it really doesn't, to be honest with you. But that is the things that we tell ourselves again and again, that things are just not going to work out for us, and that somehow in some magnificent way that they're going to work out for everybody else except for us. Everybody else is going to have a great life and accomplish their dreams and their goals except for me. Why do we always think this? And here's the thing, you're not the only one that thinks like this all the time. I know several people, myself included, in this situation. We just think that like things are just not going to work out for us. Think about this. Like, some people have been saying that, like, oh, I've been stuck in the same situation for 5 or 6 or 8 years in life, and they don't see any benefit or any good that they actually put out in the world. Some people say that I'm completely worthless. That's their internal dialogue. That is the conversation that they have with themselves at night, and they cry themselves to sleep because of that. And they say that nothing is ever going to work out for me. I'm never going to be happy. I'm completely worthless. I don't deserve to be in a happy relationship. And even though I have a lot of love to give, I am just not going to receive it ever. These are the realities, and these are the conversations that we have with ourselves all the time. And I'm asking you, why do we keep on doing that to ourselves? Why do you think that it's not going to work out for you, but it's going to work out for everybody else? Why do you think that everybody around you is so wonderful, but not you? It's an idiotic thought to have. Like, see, if everybody else around you is so wonderful and they love being in your presence, doesn't that make you wonderful as well? Because obviously wonderful people want to be around with people who are like-minded, want to be around with people who are wonderful as well. They want to be around people who make them feel good about themselves. Like, all the friends that you love, they love you back as well. All the people that you're there for as well, they want to be there for you, but you have to let them in the first place. You see, here's the thing. I'm all about going through adversity, going through hardships, and just making sure that you become like this calloused and stoic human being that can endure any hardship that life actually throws at them. And I think that is absolutely necessary for everybody to go through, right? Like, I do think that certain times of being alone are helpful, because at the end of the day, regardless of however many friends that you actually have and can hang out with on a day-to-day basis, at the end of the day, you're still going to have to sleep all alone at night. But here's where it gets detrimental, and this is what people don't understand. Human beings, our biological and physiological needs are literally to live in communities, or literally to live in societies with amongst each other, okay? We are literally biologically wired to always want a family. You can argue about this all you want, but that is the reality of things, okay? We're here to procreate, we're here to pass on our progeny and pass on our genetics, but at the same time, because of that, we're supposed to be this family unit. We're supposed to be part of friendships and relationships outside of our family as well. That is why communities and societies were born. That is why religion just promotes this idea of loving your neighbor and making sure that he is actually fed, even if you're not. That is one of the reasons. Like, it's all ordained by God. But regardless of whatever religious inclination or belief that you actually have in your life, you need somebody to talk to at times. You know why you need somebody to talk to at times? Literally because you keep on lying to yourself and telling yourself that it's not going to work out for you. That is why. Like, I'm dead serious about this as well. How many times has a innocent thought, an innocent whisper from the devil about, hey man, are you really sure that this is going to work out for you? When you're in the time of hardship and you hear that little whisper, it's very easy, for the very first time, it's very easy for you to just disregard it and say, yeah, it's going to work out for me. But every single day you keep on having that thought. And now that thought and that question has become a statement. It was a question of, is this going to work out for you? And now it's become a statement of saying, it's not going to work out for me. That is what we do to ourselves. That is how we mentally torture ourselves and just completely degrade ourselves. And that is when you need somebody to tell you that you're thinking illogically. See, I think a lot of people get the mistake of like, oh, they think that nobody is actually there for them. But in reality, if you actually look up and outside of your own idiotic and negative thoughts, then you'll see how much love that you actually have around you. You'll see how many people actually care about you. You'll see how many people actually want to be there for you. You'll see how many people actually don't think that you're weak just because you're going through something and you cry about something. You can put on this serious face as much as you want, this joking personality as much as you want. I know I do, but at the end of the day, everybody needs somebody. And that is okay. That doesn't make you any weak. That doesn't make you less of a man. That doesn't make you less of a woman. It doesn't matter. People are literally put into your life for this particular reason. You think that people are only put in your life so you can make them laugh? No. People are put into your life so they can be a part of your hardships as well. And this is one of the things that I heard as well. Whenever you share happiness with somebody, that happiness grows. And whenever you share the sadness with somebody that you have inside of yourself, that sadness actually decreases because everybody gets a part of it. Now, you might be thinking, well, why should I want anybody else to carry my sadness as well? Because they love you, you idiot. It's literally that simple. You have been carrying other people's sadness in the past because you love them. Why not let them return the favor for you? You don't have to go through life by yourself. And I promise you, if you want to, it's just a very grueling tactic. And look, this is not me saying and disregarding anything that you have ever experienced. I completely understand that people will betray you, and it sucks. People you expected to be there for you while you were going through a tough time, they're not going to be there for you. They're just going to abandon ship all of a sudden. And they're going to forget about all of the favors that you actually did for them, all of the times that you were there for them. But that does not mean that you learn the lesson of, oh, I just have to go through things alone. No, I'm telling you right now, you might be able to survive about it in your younger years, but I'm telling you, it has a ton of detrimental effects on you, on your mental health, your emotional health, and just how you view yourself as a person, and also how you view the world itself. I have completely experienced this myself as well because I've been through it. I've pushed people away because I felt like, oh, there's no point in trusting anybody because they're going to leave either way. But I promise you, there's been people in my life that have completely proven me wrong. And I want you to take the same lesson away from that as well. That you need to understand that just because people have deceived you in the past, they've betrayed you, they have not been there for you, that does not mean that you go through things alone. That just is a reflection on who they are. That does not make you worth any less than you actually are. You're worth a ton. You're worth diamonds and rubies and emeralds. I promise you, you are. And that goes for men and women alike, bro. Like, your tears actually mean something to a lot of people. I might not know you personally, but I can completely empathize with whatever it is that you're going through. And I promise you, it does get better. I am 100% guaranteeing it to you that it will get better, that things are going to also work out for you as well. Don't be in this facade. Don't be in this thought process that things are going to just work out for the entire world but you. I've been there, I've done that, and I promise you, it doesn't make me feel any better. I know it doesn't make you feel any better. It makes you feel miserable. It makes you feel alone. It makes you feel lonely. It makes you feel like life is not worth living. And sometimes life is going to feel like that, and that's life's design. But you have to keep on going. But you also should have the hope and the optimism and the belief and the conviction that things are going to work out for you. And this is the best lesson that I can teach you from this video. If somebody ever talked to you like how you talk to yourselves, would you actually be friends with them? And if the answer is no, then you need to fix something. You need to fix how you talk to yourself for sure. Okay? Because how you talk to yourself, if you wouldn't let anybody else talk to you like that, then it is absolutely unacceptable. Okay, fix the way that you talk to yourself, fix your internal monologue and your internal dialogue. Tell yourself that is actually going to be okay, and be hopeful about your own future as well. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a pessimist. I've wasted months and years of my life being pessimistic as well. And I reflected back on my life and I realized, like, man, everything kind of just like fell into place. Everything was fine. What was I worried about? You might be going through something right now that you feel like you have to go through it alone, but I promise you, you don't. Let the people that love you be there for you, because I promise you, they would love that opportunity. They would love that honor. And being very frank with you, it really is an honor to be there for you. You're loved. It's going to work out for you. And I hope all the pain and the worry and the anxiety that you have in your life, I hope it all goes away. But it takes time and it takes effort. And the very first thing that I want you to start by doing is to tell yourself that it is going to be okay. And tell yourself that it is going to work out for you. And tell yourself that you are worth something, that your tears are not going to go to waste. Make sure to do that, okay? And if you need help, I'm here, bro. Like, just comment on my videos. My DMs are actually open on Twitter as well. I'm going to try my best to help you. We can hop on a Zoom call whenever you want, all right? Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope this reminder helped a ton. I know just talking about all of these things, like, I didn't have a script about this at all. It just really just came straight from the heart as well. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, just do me a favor. If you even found an ounce of hope in this video at all, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because it means the absolute world to me. This was episode number 125 from the Daily Lessons podcast. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.